do I have proof? Oh, my heart's pounding.
You can look at your court record before you answer if you'd like.
Okay.
Which is right bumper.
Imagine it would be that, but...
So that's just a picture of someone in a suit.
Okay,
yeah, you were correct. The duct tape's at the top of the spear.
Yeah.
So.
I'm guessing this, other than... That's the only thing that points towards, hey, I have the intention of doing something while this guy's asleep.
Okay, if you want to present that, you have to go back and tell him you have evidence.
Okay. Back.
B.
B, thank you. I guess I have proof? I don't know. I got one...
X is present, which is normally Y.
Okay, thank you.
If you
That was the most reasonable thing either of us has said. Just say it in Xbox terms. Hit Y. I got you.
I can actually map the buttons to the other way if you want me to.
No, now that I'm thinking Y, I'm like, now that it corresponds to the... I'm used to the Y button, so if...
You can actually change the button mapping on the Switch. So I can whenever it says X, I can flip the buttons if you want.
It's not so much that, it's just my comfortability with where the button is.
That's what I'm saying. So if I flip them, then you can just read it and do what you normally think.
No, like if I had the Xbox controller, I would memorize these controls better, because I'd be like, why is that? Why is that? But when I look down, it's just...
Okay.
it's my comfortability with buttons.
I'm saying I can make it like that, so you don't have to look at the controller anymore. Just assume it's like an Xbox controller.
It's not so much that, but I like when I look down and I see... Like, it doesn't help if you switch a command to the Y button. It just helps that I know that the Y is up here, kind of thing.
If I change the mapping on there, you don't have to look down at all. Just assume it's like an Xbox controller. If it says Y, you hit what Xbox's Y would be. I can show you if you want.
No, I'm saying that I don't like how the buttons are on here. It helps me that I know... Like, if I could think of it as the Y button, that would help me. Because I know it's the Y button. It's how my brain works. It's not so much where it's located.
I think you don't understand, but okay. It's fine.
No, it's a weird, dumb thing with me. A bottle of sleeping pills should always raise some questions. It would be out of his system at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yes, I got a little DNA kit right up here. This...
That's the end of the trial for today.
And And those in the trailer did it, too. What's his homework? Figure out how not to lose so bad next time you show back up here.
Wow.
Lose gracefully, not with embarrassment. Thank you, Cody, for being well behaved for the last part of that.
I feel like that's not something you say to your client, but okay.
Let's go make that final, but I promise you we'll find the true final. Let's try. Okay.
Hand it over to me.
Alright. It's going over to him. And while we save, I'm going to explain what I was talking about a minute ago, about the button layout. It's not so much the button layout, it just would make me much happier if the top button was Y. That's literally it. The fact that it would say Y, that makes me happy.
I can change that.
Oh, I don't care. I like the actual...
I can make it that way.
I'm talking about the
Like
fact that the top button
print-
is... The fact that the top button does not say Y. Literally... does,
on the controller.
That's literally it.
Okay.
It makes me upset. It makes me so upset.
So it's a general thing.
Yes. It's not so much... If it was an actual Xbox controller, it's not so much... If you even assigned it to the Y button, it's literally like, hey, it would make it easier on me.
I feel like that would soften the blow at least.
Yeah, it would. I'm just saying it would be perfect if it was an actual Xbox controller with the actual...
But I'm saying if you switch the button mapping, that wouldn't matter because you wouldn't have to look at the controller. It's only a problem because you have to look at the controller every time.
1 sec, I'm setting up my defense. Are we good? Should we go in on this? Should we press him? No, we got no case in the matter? No, I think we got a case. No, let's go in on him. We got all the evidence we need. I just like the fact...
I can't argue with you if you want to just say, hey, I would rather have an Xbox controller in my hand.
That's kind of it. Even if you changed it...
But that I feel like the whole other argument you made, though, doesn't make sense then. If you're mad about the controller being changed and having it disagree with the game in your brain, I can fix that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just rather have it on Xbox...
That's part of it. And it affects me more than you
I can't do anything about that.
Okay. It just affects me more than you would think.
You know, if you want to go buy the Xbox version, play through the entire game up until this point, you could do that.
That would make me happy.
It's your money and your time. I don't really care.
Yes. Give me my Xbox.
You ready?
Yes.
She's back. Yeah, this is something important for the kind of like the Ace Attorney lore.
Mm-hmm. Something would be awesome here if that painting in the back was just Solid Snake for some reason. That painting, I see the gray headband, and I'm thinking Solid Snake.
It's different companies, but yeah, that would be cool. If it was like Mega Man, because they're Capcom. Ryu. Let's have a chat.
It's so obvious this guy's innocent. It's just let him...
Yeah, that's kind of his thing.
Why hasn't he torn apart those steel bars yet? Come on. We know he could do it.
It's because we're going to win. Don't need to break the law if you got Phoenix Wright on your side.
Nope.
Because that totally will never happen.
Not as long as I'm controlling him. I am him, he is me, we are we. I mean, you're him during these grunt work sections, but you know.
Yeah, it's like super fun that I get to have like the boring stuff. But I'm having fun watching you stumble.
I'm just an elaborate thinker. That's the problem. I think too much.
I'm too big brain for this game.
Hey, his words, not mine.
It's meant as an insult.
Thank you, Maya.
Pretty sure she wasn't talking about you.
She can feel those button inputs. She knows. Speaking of button inputs, screw that controller. What? Why can't all the controllers be the same?
You're just prejudiced.
Why can't all the controllers be the same? That argument can be taken in many different directions. That argument can be applied to a lot of things. Not in my mind, but in the real world.
It's also Xbox's fault for changing it.
Yeah, true. Well,
it should be like this.
yeah, it's basically if I can't have the feeling of like, well, I'll just assign that to this button. Yeah, but I know that's not the Y button. I'll just assign it to where the Y button would be. Well, I don't want it there because I know it's not the Y button. I can clearly see it's the B button.
But you don't look at the controller. Just use your muscle memory.
But I can't do that. That's not enough. Muscle memory is enough. I just get angry that it's not the same.
You're digging your own grave. You're making it harder on yourself for no reason.
I didn't ask for this. This is just the mind I was born with. I can't be like, well, he assigned it to the top button. Well, I know for a fact it's not the Y button, and that just messes me up.
You already messed up doing that exact thing, though. You presented that piece of evidence because of your muscle memory.
No, it's not from any past game.
It's because you know the Xbox layout.
Yeah, but
you hit the wrong button because you hit what you thought was the right button.
Yeah, but it's not from like, oh, like in the Xbox version it's this, so I thought it was that. It was... to me that makes sense. It has nothing to do with Xbox. It's just like, oh, why would such an important button be that one? It really has nothing to do with the Xbox controller. As far as assigning things, I would like it to be like the Xbox controller. Keep talking over us, whatever. You know what? I'm at the point now.
I'm not going to get anywhere with this. I'm not getting anywhere.
Oh, neither of us will. Oh yeah, those big blockbuster movies that Dee has up in her room, in her office. That was right. There we go.
Yeah, I think that's kind of all he's gonna say. Ooh, Vasquez.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I could get used to this.
She means business.
She is not messing around. Hey, if you could have kept that poker face in the courtroom, I think I wouldn't be having as much success as I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Seems quite peaceful at the moment. But I thought he was the quote-unquote genius.
He's just good at making shows, I guess.
I don't want to insult Kevin Smith, but he's like that. Kind of like that.
Oh no, she's gonna kill me.
It's huffing and puffing. This is a problem.
Exactly. I kind of want to get out of here, to be honest. I don't want to die, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, as long as you didn't take a donut, you're good. So that was her one.
That's where the line is.
That was her one condition. This was the last day of this Krispy Kreme sale. I'm going to enjoy these. 12 glazed for $3.
Yar!
Look at him! He's back.
It's Gumshoe.
The giant hulking monster is back.
It's Detective Dick Gumshoe.
If I want to turn anybody in this series to Frankenstein, it would be this guy.
Wow. That's oddly specific.
Dramatique. Oh, you're hanging around Manila too much.